Hi everybody, it's Megan again. Here we are for day 4 of virtual VBS, and today we're going to be talking about food. One of the great themes in the Bible is that people who are blessed often turn and extend the blessing to others. God gets people involved in responding to the needs of the world. One of the biggest needs in rural Nicaragua is good nutrition. Families often go without food or very limited, unhealthy food. Both children and adults get sick from not having healthy food and safe water. The Rainbow Network believes that education is the way to help people break the generations of extreme poverty in rural Nicaragua. But how can kids concentrate and learn if their stomachs are growling? Have you ever been there? Been so hungry that you can't concentrate on what your teacher or your parent is telling you? How can they put up with schooling if their bodies aren't growing and aren't healthy? And how can kids be happy and healthy if their parents aren't? So the Rainbow Network gathers resources to help provide food to people in rural communities. We get help from all kinds of people. We find people who have been blessed with enough that they can share and be a blessing to others. And the people in Nicaragua get involved too. We help get the good food to the communities, but moms from the area go to the school and prepare it for the kids. And community leaders go and visit all the people in the area to see who might be struggling and need some extra food. They do the hard work of getting the food that last mile. We see God putting together a whole team of people to help respond to hunger in Nicaragua. In today's Bible story, you're going to hear about some people who were in need of food. Jesus provided a miracle to help make the food go far enough to feed them all. But he got people involved in helping that miracle happen. Let's hear about it.
Hi everybody, my name's Bonnie. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm glad to see you today. My friend Ann and I are going to talk to you a little bit today about our experiences with Rainbow Network and just about the good that all of us can do if we just give a little. If everybody gives a little, a lot can happen. And a small group from our church, St. Barnabas United Methodist, we went to Nicaragua. And when we went and saw the area that these people in rural Nicaragua live, we saw that they had many needs. And one of the main needs they had is for food. So God cares about that. God cares that there are people in the world who lack food. And He wants to help. He wants to help them. And he could perform miracles if he wanted to. Long ago in the Old Testament, when the Israelites were wandering in the desert for 40 years, God miraculously provided food for them. It was called manna. So we know that God can miraculously provide for us. But I think God likes to involve people in helping other people. And we, think about why. Why is that? We'll talk about that in a little bit. Why would God want us to give our little bit to help other people? And as Jesus walked, he healed people, he preached, and he became more and more and more popular, and more people followed him and his disciples. So one day they were in an area and they were tired. They had been walking all day. They had been preaching. They had been working. And so they decided they needed to get away. So they got on a boat and went to a place away. They thought away. But when they got there, suddenly there were all of these people. And again, because Jesus was so popular. So I think the disciples were a little put out. They wanted to rest. They wanted to, let Jesus rest. But Jesus wouldn't do that. He was not like that. So when he saw people in need of healing and people who were discouraged, who needed to be talked to, he stopped and he did that. And they did that for a long time. And then it was getting to be late in the afternoon and everyone was hungry, and the disciples came to Jesus and said, Jesus, this is enough. We need to send these people away. We brought a little bit of food. We need to eat. They need to go somewhere else and find food. So Jesus wouldn't do it. And he said, no, we're not going to send those people away. Jesus insisted that he said, go get the fish and the bread, and they did, and they brought it. And Jesus put his hands on it, and he blessed it, and he thanked God for it. And he looked at his disciples and said, all right, guys, take this, and feed the people. All of those people were fed with that little bit of food, and there was leftovers. Everyone was full. They put the leftovers in baskets, and everyone was satisfied. So when you look at that story, you see that God can work miracles. God can feed his people. And he can do it with manna by himself, or he can involve other people in doing it. And I asked you earlier, why do you think he involves people? What do you think? I think it blesses us when we help other people. You don't have to have much. A little bit goes a long way. Everybody thinks my little bit is not going to make any difference. If many people gave a little bit, it would be a lot, and you hear stories about that happening. So we can help Rainbow Network to provide for those people. Rainbow Network does wonderful work. And just know that even if you can't give a lot, only a little bit makes a difference, and it will warm your heart and make you feel so good that you did that. So just know that we love you all, and we open our hearts to you, and we hope you open your hearts to everyone you come in contact with in your life. Take care, okay? Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Ann, and I live in Arlington, Texas. In 2017, I went on my first trip to Nicaragua with our church, St. Barnabas United Methodist. That trip changed my life. One member of our team stepped up, and what she did was she bought a large piece of land. This large piece of land was enough for 25 new houses. When we left that country, we realized we had a job to do. We went back in 2018, and once again, some people stepped up. A couple this time stepped up, and they promised that the neighborhood, Granadillos, would be finished. When we got back, we were able to get enough money for all 25 houses. In addition, we got enough money for water with spigots and electricity. Just recently, we had enough money to send their way to build a new community center. All of this happened because one person stepped up to buy the land. Once again, we hope that you will understand that a little can go a long way. We hope that you will be able to give a little to help even people in Nicaragua. If not there, you can help people in your own neighborhood or in your community. Today, I have a recipe for us, and it's making Rice Krispie treats. We're going to make them only a little different this time. I'm going to show you how a little bit of food coloring can go a long way. To make Rice Krispie treats, you will need a box of Rice Krispies. You will need marshmallows. You will need butter, and you will need vanilla. Also, you will need a bowl, and you will need a large rectangular Pyrex dish or something similar. Today's Rice Krispie treats are pink. Thank you for listening to me today, and I hope that you are encouraged to help others. A little does go a long way. I will be dividing up these Rice Krispie treats and sharing them with my husband, my son, and his friends, so they will actually go a long way also. Thank you for listening. Hope you will share with others. Bye-bye.